We're here. We're at Yellowstone. So
Tell them about the moose and the bison.
I'm so excited. So we were driving here from Bozeman Airport. Why did I choose for us to fly into Bozeman instead of like into Jackson Hole, which is much closer? I don't know, but I did. Anyway, driving along, and I had been editing pictures from yesterday. I took some jackrabbit pictures, and I look over to the side of the road, and there's a moose. There was a moose on the side of the road.
Was it a girl? Wait.
It was a girl moose.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was a lady moose.
How do you know?
It was a lady moose. I know because she didn't have antlers.
I think moose are boys. Maybe it was a boy moose that just prefers not to have antlers.
Maybe he took off his antlers, but I think it was a lady moose. And she was dark brown, like chocolatey brown, but she had these little white speckles on her like forehead. Oh, she was adorable. I mean, she was huge, but she was adorable. Look! So it's colder here now than when I was here a year ago, and that means that there's a lot more steam. Holy moly. Like...
Grand Prismatic. We saw that last year.
Yeah, but it wasn't like this.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, sorry. I think I just hit the gimbal into the window. Wow. That would be nice at sunrise. I want to choose a different place for sunrise every day, but guess what? I've done no planning. None. I did get a patron who suggested a certain hike, which was awesome, and I think we might do that, but that's it.
Maybe now is the time to start planning the trip.
Yeah, I don't even know if we're going to be able to do that hike. We have to actually talk to a ranger or somebody, because definitely colder. There was some snow on the side of the road back a while back.
At what point during the trip do you think it might be wise to start planning the trip? Just theoretically. That's not a criticism or comment on anything that you have done or obviously haven't done to this point.
I just want to see the animals. That's all.
I'm going to have to plan this trip.
Okay, so tonight, sunset isn't until 9 o'clock about. So tonight, I think we get the books out, the newspaper, and we figure it out. Also, when we check into the lodge, we can chat.
You're making a book.
Here's the thing. Bears! 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 Bears!
Baby bears! Oh my gosh.
Bears!
I've never seen 3 bears in one place before.
There was 2 baby bears and 1 mommy bear.
Pulling over? Get back on the road. You'll die. It's like swimming with sharks.
Bears! 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 Bears!
They should not stop there. Did you see me stop for the bears? No, I'm scared out of my mind right now.
I know. Why didn't you stop for the bears?
The baby bears were standing on their hind legs.
Yeah, they were like pissy.
It was a mom and 2 cubs, and
that's
fun
exactly
to watch.
when you don't want to stop
Yeah.
for the bears. But I wish we could have stopped for the bears, because I've never seen bears like that before.
I can turn around, but
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think we should leave them alone.
Yeah, no, they were headed back into the forest. Oh my God, bears!
They didn't see it.
You guys didn't see it. I'm so sorry.
I'm scared now. We need bear mace.
Yeah, we're gonna rent some bear spray. Which I think we can do actually we might be able to do it at our lodge, but we might have to go. I know we can do it at Coulter Bay or whatever it's called, which is not too far from where we're staying.
Do I just spray myself down in it?
No, I saw a picture of it online because I was kind of curious about it, or somewhere, maybe in one of the books that I bought. And bear spray is like, it's like a fire extinguisher. That's how much, like, a huge amount of smoky spray comes out.
Uh-huh.
And it's pepper spray, and it's just this huge amount. So the idea is that you get the cloud in between you and the bear, and you not just to give you time to get away.
So basically, I'm going to end up macing myself when no
Yes,
bears are around.
you are definitely going to mace yourself.
Okay.
Because it's like, oh, make sure that if there's wind that you point it in, you know, the direction away from the wind so it doesn't blow back at you. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Like, if I see did you just see what happened when I saw a bear? No way in hell am I spraying a bear unless it's a dire situation. And also, I don't have my wits about me when I see animals like that. So, you know, you're going to probably spray yourself, but if it's a matter of running away with pepper spray and your skin burning and dying in a bear attack, I'm pretty sure that
those little bears just want to play. They were standing up like people.
The one was just standing there, and then the other one like jumped up.
We've been here for less than an hour,
and I've seen
and
bears
we've seen
and a
moose and bison, and we have photographic evidence of the bison.
We've been in the car for like 2 hours.
So
now.
we've been in the park.
Oh, but the moose was outside the park.
That's true.
The moose was like just past Big Sky. Maybe a little while past Big Sky.
I kind of want to see bears again, but I kind of don't want to see bears again.
I'm in heaven.
It's kind of a conundrum.
I might cry.
This is a conundrum. Do we try to see bears?
Yes.
But I'm scared
Yes.
of bears.
Yeah. I'm not.
I would never have seen them except you were like, bears! Wait, there's something over there. I think it's a bison.
Bison.
I think
Bison. Bison.
I think it's your run-of-the-mill bison. Just
I'll see if I can actually share this with you guys.
normal.
Since I'm such an ass.
Normal bison.
Oh wait, there's a bison laying down. No, you guys aren't gonna be able to see this. They're too far away. I did take some photos of bison earlier, which was the other thing that we saw. Oh yeah, we saw bison too. We got stuck in a bison.
Biscuit Basin.
Right
I think
there.
Biscuit Basin smells bad.
I don't remember, but Biscuit Basin has some bison standing there waiting for.
You want me to pull
Yeah.
them?
It's waiting for their portrait to be taken. He's like, I heard Snapchick is here. Anyway, we saw a whole herd of bison, and like there was a park
Biscuit
ranger.
Basin is bumping.
Yeah, it is. There was a park ranger actually like directing traffic. So I got some photos of baby bison and grown-up bison from the car as we were driving by. So, okay, I'm going to put you guys away, and I'm going to go take some photos of these bison, if we can get over there. Well, you guys, it's so pretty. We're now in Grand Teton National Park. We're about 12 miles from Jackson Lake Lodge. We have hit the Jackson Lake area. Check it out.
We're going to have to turn off up there.
It's beautiful. So that's probably it for the night.
What?
Day one.
No, the sunset.
No, I mean for the chatting.
The Teton. We got to chat during sunset.
We'll see if we chat during sunset. I'm getting awfully tired. And I definitely am going to be taking some photos at sunset. But sunset isn't for like
we're hitting the marina
2.5 or 3 more hours.
There might be some good shots now because of the mist.
Yeah.
It might be a rainbow. We might get a rainbow or a rain bear.
We saw bears. That was amazing.
It's the Pizzeria Boat Dock.
Pizzeria Boat Dock. What?
Oh my gosh, look at the mountains. It's like a painting.
Oh yeah. That's what it looks like.
You can't get the scale on the little phone video.
No, you really can't. It's
a painting.
Dominates the landscape.
It's a painting.
Okay, it's day 2 in the morning. We kind of slept in. My alarm went off at 4 and I was like, okay, gotta get up after going to bed at midnight because I was getting stuff edited and posted and stuff and organized. But I went back to sleep after my alarm went off. I was trying so hard to wake up, but my eyes just wouldn't wake up. So anyway, got up at 5, luckily. So let me show you the view. It's 1 o'clock. 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 1 o'clo
awesome.
It is a beautiful morning. Sunrise was at 5:15, I think. Oh well. That's okay. We are headed to some of the thermal features right now. We're going to go to black sand something basin, black sand can, I don't remember. But the idea is that we're going to get lots of steam coming up around these, around the boardwalks, and hopefully there won't be a lot of people there. So it's a little chilly. It's in the lower 40s. I want to get my camera out. I have the D810 and the 24-70 on it in there. We also have the D500 with the 70-200. It is at the ready in case we see animals, so that we can, you know, go into a pull-off. Like, I can't even believe what's behind me right now. I'm having trouble. Like every time it catches my eye, I'm like, ooh, weird. Just because I don't shoot around water very often. I do shoot around beautiful things, and I shoot around mountains and such, but not water very often. So Raymond's got the V1 with the ultra wide on it down there. So I'm gonna grab my D810 and take a few photos, and I'll talk to you guys later. So guys, bison. Hello. And Grand Prismatic Springs, or Grand Prismatic, whatever. Excuse me. Raymond took the D500 with the telephoto lens on it and ran off. So I got some video, obviously. You guys just saw it. And I got a shot of bison with all that cool stuff in the background with my D810 and the 24-70, you know, fairly wide angle, but it's pretty cool. Just hanging out away from bison. He just doesn't care at all. I think he's eating breakfast. Alright guys, so now we are at Yellowstone, at Old Faithful. Uh-oh, I think I got a little sunburned. I do have sunscreen on though, and I put on a hat finally. Anyway, I don't know where Raymond is. He went up that way because we're at the overlook, which is like way higher than the geyser. And it's a really neat vantage point. I particularly like it. But we were like, well, it's like 45 minutes until the Old Faithful goes off. Let's just hike up instead of taking pictures down here, where we could have gotten a front row seat. And we get up here and it's like mobbed. Completely packed on a Monday morning. Yeah, afternoon. It's noon. So anyway, so I was like, forget it. I'm not going to try to like jockey for position. And I'll just come back a different time or see what Raymond gets. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Totally can't see it like at all. Here's my view. It's down there somewhere. You can kind of see some like the lodge. or a parking lot. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna have to find Raymond. Maybe he'll like show up once the Old Faithful's done. We'll see. See how it goes. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's snowing.
The weather was nice this morning. I mean, this is kind of cool because it's the middle of June and it's snowing.
Oh, it's blowing at us. It's also very windy.
Compared to this morning, this weather is potty.
Oh, look, I have snow stuck on my eyebrow.
Oh, that hood's working nice. Better now.
No, this hood doesn't stay on my head.
Oh, no.
How frustrating is that? It needs like an extra tie or something.
Nuts.
I know, it's a waterproof jacket too, but like the hood doesn't stay on. Anyway.
There's my hood.
I also have a ponytail sticking out the back of my head. Causes problems.
Me too.
Anyway, let's go see. Let's hope my phone doesn't break. Ah! So anyway, we're at Old Faithful area. And we saw Old Faithful earlier when it was really nice out from up above. Lookout area. It was hot. And then we went and sat in...
Hold on, we're gonna get killed here.
Hold on.
I'm going.
I gotta cross the road. I look like that person who's like not paying attention and filming themselves. So anyway, we decided to sit on the benches and wait for the next event, next geyser event. And so we sat and we sat and we sat, and all of a sudden we saw these storm clouds rolling in, and it got windy, and then it got cold. And yeah, there's some video of it. And guess what? Now it's gotten to the point where it's freezing and snowing. I have all of my clothes on that I have brought with me. I have gloves in the car though, and an ear warmer. I forgot about those. Anyway, I just picked up what I think is the only vegetables in the park, a bag of stir-fry mix and a little thing of salsa, and I'm gonna eat that because I need some vegetables. Okay, guys, it's time to get in the car. Friends, it's beautiful here.
What is this called?
This
Say
is
it with me.
The Grand Canyon of Yellowstone.
And beyond.
And we are behind us, or to the left, is down the canyon is the lower falls, and those are the
That's
the tallest falls in the park, and they're absolutely beautiful. But just hiking just a little ways away from them, you get this view. My phone is at 10%. My phone needs to be charged.
Wasn't it just charged in the car?
I don't know.
Is it because it's cold?
I think it is cold, and that could be it, but I think that I didn't have it plugged in and I shot quite a bit of video, so that's probably what it is. I have a USB charger in my backpack. I can't get it out right now because I'm freezing. But
I hope you don't shut down. What's your battery at? Oh no.
I've been taking lots of pictures, taking lots of video, but my battery does need to be recharged. With some food. Canyon Village, anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, back in the car.
This is crazy. This is like December, but it's June.
Ooh, I'm all wet. Oh my gosh, my hair's wet. Soaked. I think I got sunburned today.
Show them outside. I know we were boiling earlier today.
I know.
We're literally taking clothes off.
Check it out.
This is insane. We've gone through all the seasons. We were talking about how we'd go through all 4 seasons in 4 days. We've gone through all 4 seasons today.
It's amazing. I have juiced up my phone a little bit with my USB charger. I've got the Osmo with the little gimbal in the back along with a lot of other stuff. Got a little bit wet, so I'm gonna let it dry a little bit before I use it. Yikes! So, well, that was an incredible experience. Waterfall and snow at the same time. Okay, I'll take it. So now we're gonna go to the Canyon Village, see if we can find some food and such. We have been out all day.
13 hours on. 13 hours.
Really? Yeah.
It's after 7 and we left at 6.
Yeah, I guess so.
Small nap while it was snowing or sleeting or hailing before.
It was pouring.
Small nap.
And there was snow and rain and like some hail or something.
And we're at, what are we, about 8,400 feet right now? Let's see.
I could look on the...
I got it. Oh, we're at 7,800 feet. 7,800 feet. You might have snow.
It's cold.
In the northern regions of the country in June at high elevation.
Yeah.
This is great.
Which, you know, it said, oh my gosh, it's just like, I can't even, I'm just having trouble processing this.
To be
it's
fair.
So beautiful.
To be fair, it was in the forecast.
It was in the forecast, but I just thought, oh, some little snow flurries, you know, that happens sometimes, you know, in early summer. But no, it's snowing.
It's like a winter storm warning.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, we're held up for bison in the road. It happens. No, I can't. They're just gonna make their way across, and we're just gonna wait quietly until they do.
Can I help out and take a picture?
Yeah, I wouldn't get too close. 25 yards.
Just right here. Just kidding. I've been up for a long time. I've been editing. I've got the computer in bed. I'm editing the quick tip for the week. And I was also looking at this stuff. How's Raymond doing now?
This trip needs a safe word so that I can say it.
Yeah.
How many days? Is this the second day?
This is day 3.
Day 3. It's kind of day 2.
Yeah.
Day 1.
Second full day.
Whatever yesterday was tried to kill us.
Yesterday did try to kill us. We didn't get back to the hotel until what? That was like 10:30 or 11.
We were gone for 18 hours.
We were gone all day long. I depleted the battery in my phone several times. I depleted the battery in my camera. We depleted the battery in the cameras. And yeah, it was a long day, but it was awesome. And it snowed hard the whole way back. Back to the hotel, the hour's drive back to the hotel. This is causing me. There we go. So yeah, so I've had some coffee this morning. It's very strong. Wow. So anyway, it was a great day, but it took it out of us. And then it was supposed to snow and rain all day today as of last night's weather forecast. It said, yep, gonna snow and rain all day. So we decided to sleep in. Did I sleep in? Not really. I've been up since 5 or 6, but that is, I guess that is sleeping in for me. So I slept in a little bit. I'm certain I didn't get enough sleep, but as you can tell by my chit chatter, I have had coffee, so I'm perfectly fine. Although my head feels completely fuzzy. I feel hungover. How do you feel? I don't know why I feel hungover. I had a good amount of vegetables yesterday and a really good dinner. I had, after not being able to get like the first 2 things that I tried to order because they didn't have things. I mean, like tofu. I was all excited that they had tofu stir fry. Of course they don't have tofu. It's just a huge item on the menu. Anyway, I ended up having some salad and they weren't steamed vegetables because they were cooked in oil, but they were some sort of steamed vegetables that then they tossed in oil. And lentil soup. It was so good. Did I say that? Salad with steamed vegetables and lentil soup. Yeah, it was good. And I had a root beer because why not have a root beer when you're at Yellowstone? Raymond, any highlights from yesterday that you want to talk about?
I liked the snowy bison at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. We
Yesterday
didn't even...
evening was magical with the animals in the snow.
Yeah.
Those are amazing.
We didn't talk about that to you guys. So light was getting low. We were headed back here. We knew we were in for at least an hour and a half drive to get back here once we finished dinner out at Canyon Village. And and all of a sudden there's animals everywhere on the road. I mean, along the road and on the road. Lots of bison while it was snowing. Like, I could start crying right now how incredible it was. And then I think we saw some reindeer. Now, here, let me pull up. Here, let's search. Because at first, when we first passed by these little buggers, I thought they were moose. I assume the plural of moose is moose, but I don't really know that. I say mises. I refuse to say moose. Okay. Reindeer. So when we first passed by, I thought, hey, I think those are reindeer. Or, I mean, moose. I think that's a pack of moose. And so we turned around and as it turns out, I was like, those antlers look not quite right. Yeah, definitely. Now that I'm seeing, it was getting really dark. So, I mean, you know, it's not as silly as it sounds that I couldn't tell the difference between the two. Okay, so I'm looking at them, and here, hold on. Okay.
Caribou.
Those are
caribou.
Isn't a caribou? Is a caribou the same thing as a reindeer?
I'm on Wikipedia.
Okay, well, hold on. These are moose. And the antlers, see how they have these solid pieces? And, you know, their faces are, their bodies are different. I don't think it was that, but I did think it was that just when we first passed. I think because, you know, we had seen moose.
Both
they were definitely reindeer.
Reindeer can grow antlers.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. These were definitely reindeer. This is what I saw. These guys. And I could show you the pictures, but maybe I'll just insert in here one of the pictures. It was dark out though. So what's caribou? Let's see. Do you get caribou here? I think caribou and reindeer are the same thing.
That's what I said.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Whoa, look at that guy. He has huge antlers. Wowza.
List of animals in Yellowstone.
Yeah, this is like what I saw. Wow. Oh, look at baby.
Large mammals. American bison.
We know about that.
Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Cuddly bear.
We were looking for bears. We were looking for bears' ears.
Bighorn. Sheep. Bobcats.
We saw a fox.
We did
I
see a
just
fox.
remembered.
Yeah, because we were asleep while we were driving.
Wow.
Canada lynx, coyotes, elk. I don't see caribou yet. I saw an elk.
That's
Moose,
definitely what I saw.
mountain goats, mountain lions, mule deer and white-tailed deer, gray wolf, red fox, Elizabeth. Smallmouth. You didn't see a caribou or a reindeer because they don't exist here in the park.
What?
You saw moose?
No way.
I'll have to study the pictures.
Me too. I want to study the pictures right now. Hold on, guys. I'm going to find the pictures.
Caribou National Forest in Idaho.
Okay, I'm telling you, if those aren't reindeer, I don't know what is. See?
I think those are moose shaped.
Those are not moose.
I think you're right.
And I think that one's
mooses
young.
have the big snout heads. That's a cool picture.
Thank you.
A lot of noise.
Oh yeah, I mean.
What's that like? ISO 1,000,000,000.
Yeah, but it was
It's
worth
still
it.
awesome.
It's still a neat picture.
It is.
What else is a neat?
I think that's my
I
favorite
want to see
picture
what else
from
is
the
a neat
trip.
picture. Oh, hello, little buddy. I love him. I love him so much.
I'm up.
Pay no attention to the mess behind Raymond.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna die in this park.
Raymond thinks we're going to die in this park. My toothpaste is on the counter right next to you. It worries me that he's just now asking where the toothpaste is. Anyway, guys, getting up close and personal with Leigh and Raymond. Okay, my quick tip is now official.
If I were watching a video and someone were brushing their teeth, I would unsubscribe.
You would unsubscribe immediately? Sorry, guys. All right, I need to get my behind out of bed now that I've edited that video. It's time for me to get up, take a shower, and I had some oatmeal, but I need to have my drink, protein and such, as greens and stuff, because not a lot of greens here in the park. And I live off them, so I feel really yucky when I don't have them. So anyway, especially when I'm lacking in sleep like I am in the last few days. All right, guys. Talk to you later. It's snowing again.
It's snowing in June.
That was beautiful.
We need a mudroom in this car.
I know. The mats down here are a mess. Here, look. Wah wah. So we made it to Yellowstone, and we're just inside the entrance. And yeah, headed out. Raymond?
Another day of snow.
Another day of snow.
Wait.
It's snowing a lot again.
Is that a Camry? Should we wave? No, that was a different Toyota. That was like an SUV.
That was a big SUV. You're silly.
Did I tell everybody we're starting the Camry wave?
I don't think so.
Every time you're in a Camry, you see one, you wave. Hi! We're yuppies too!
We're in a Camry rental car. Did we mention that ever? I don't know that we did.
the
Oh yeah,
Camry
we
Wave.
did, because you were like, this car's potty.
It's like the Jeep Wave. And so far, though...
I never got the Jeep Wave, and I drove Jeeps for a long time, including a
What?
Wrangler.
Wave to people all the time, and they wave back. Did you ever initiate the Jeep Wave?
No, I didn't know there was a club.
It's because they're so expensive. They're like, hi, I'm broke too.
Mine wasn't expensive.
They hold their value very well. So if you're in the Jeep market, especially in the Southwest, you've got to pay a lot. When you might not have to pay a lot for a vehicle that old.
Like a Camry.
That's why the Camry Wave. Hi, I'm practical too.
Love it.
Any Camry? No, those are all minivans.
Wow, all of them.
Well, some like are pretending. Some were like crossovers, but they're minivans.
Ooh, look at this. Long line of cars, lots of snow, lots of trees. This is great. Guess what? It's snowing. Still. And more. Look. We just went to West Thumb Geyser Basin. How'd you like it?
Big Thumb Creek. It was good. It was snowing. It was different.
It was different.
Everything was gray except for the pools, so I think the colors actually worked good. They're no more colorful than normal, except everything around is kind of like getting snow on it and stuff.
It was cold.
I don't know what that means.
My fingers are
It is cold.
having trouble. I should have brought my hand warmers. The one pair that I brought with me. Because I thought, I won't need any of those. So I left the ones that I have at home. And I could probably use a couple more. Oh well. If I never use them, I won't have needed them. Right? Alright. Well, I found something exciting at one of the stores. Chocolate. I'm going to have some of this. And then what are we going to do, Raymond?
I don't know.
I think we're headed back. It is. I mean, it's beautiful out, and we could stay out and we could take really cool, rainy, snowy, foggy photos of lots of different things.
We got a lot of those.
We have a lot of them today, a lot of them yesterday.
Tomorrow should be the transition, according to the weather report. From snow in the morning till partly sunny in the afternoon, and then Thursday and Friday should be more like summer.
I hope so. We talked to the coolest park ranger.
He was.
Now, I've never met like a not cool park ranger, but this guy was like, oh, he was awesome. So we walk up and we bought bear spray. And we walk up.
It's like hairspray, but it's bear spray.
Let me take this off. I'm getting like, I have limited mobility because I've got so many layers and such on.
Basically, the ranger expects, I'm reading between the lines, but he expects that I'm going to be incapacitated due to improperly using the bear spray. And you know what? He's probably right.
Yeah, we walk out of there, and so the idea is that one person uses the bear spray, the other person gets away.
Leaves the sphere of influence.
Yeah, so that they can basically yell at the other person and say, walk towards my voice or run towards my voice or whatever. Because the person that sprays the bear spray very likely could get sprayed themselves, wind and whatever. And
bear just laughing.
We walk out, yeah, we walk out of there, and I'm like, so I think maybe, trying to figure out like how I should say this. I'm like, I think maybe I should be the one to carry the bear spray. And Raven's like, oh, you most definitely are going to be the one to carry the bear spray.
I think it would have been funny if 3 seconds after we left, you had to walk me back in and say to David, the ranger, say, "Yep, it happened. He just maced himself."
He did.
Show everybody that big container.
I will. I've got the microphone clipped to the seatbelt here, so I'm going to try to do it without
reach back and get it.
Oh, thank you. Can you reach it?
Tell me what this is.
My nose is running.
Oh wait, I just touched a lens.
Here, I can grab it.
I don't know where it is. Yeah, that was dangerous.
I'll grab it. Okay.
I can't see it. I'll climb into the back.
Hold on. You know what? Instead of worrying about this microphone, let me just turn you guys off for a second.
How late's the coffee stand open at the...
I don't know. It opens at 6 a.m., but I never really thought about how late it's open. Yeah, we plan to go to Jackson Lake Lodge. Hey, back up here.
Have some quality lodge time.
Have some quality lodge time. Jackson Lake Lodge has an absolutely incredible area where there's couches and tables and huge panoramic, huge windows that you can see the Tetons from, and it's incredible. It's an incredible place. And they have a coffee cart. Okay. So here's the bear spray. It's like the size of my head.
The bear helps you open it.
So the bear helps you open it. The ranger told us how to use it, which was really cool. He had an example one, and he's like, you pull the safety tab off, and this just gave us a bunch of tips, and really in a simple way, and actually showing us with his. So I thought that was really cool.
He said sweep from one side to the other.
Yeah, sweep from, if he's over there, start over there and sweep, and
you know what? I'm starting right at him and then I'll
aim
sweep
down, because that way you don't go over the top of him, and it's not a stream like my pepper spray that I used to run with. That was a stream that came out. As far as I know, I never had to use it. But he said, this is not a stream. It's a spray. It's a fogger kind of. So anyway, I'm now an expert, right? So I'll have to be wearing this when we go out into the great beyond.
It comes with some kind of strap.
Well, yeah, it's a little holster.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes on it's like a belt loop thing. You can put it either, I've seen people with it up here on their...
That's where I'd have
on their bag, or down on their waist.
Closer to my face.
So there's that. So when he was done telling us about how to use the bear spray, we're like, okay, hikes. We want to go on some hikes, maybe long ones, maybe
I said 5 to
tall
15
ones.
miles.
Oh yeah, 5 to 15 miles. And he looked at us like this. Well, not many people come over here to saying that. We're like, well, and then he was like, okay, so here's what I have. And he brings out this day hike sampler, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, that's just what's online. I was kind of hoping he'd give us more information. Well, and then he did, because he's like, this one's closed and this one's closed, but this one's really good, and this one's really difficult, and this one's a little bit easier. And then he brings out this other brochure, and then he brings out this other brochure. The guy was a wealth of information, and he was really willing to just talk us through it, which was really, really nice. Anyway, shout out to park rangers everywhere, because y'all are awesome. That's all I have to talk about. Friends, welcome to day 4. Day 4 of the trip, and we're finally getting some hiking in. Yay! Check it out. Ooh. We are above Biscuit Basin. And that was kind of the Old Faithful area in the distance. So, Raymond is up ahead of me, but I have around my neck the D500 with the teleconverter, 1.7x, and the 70-200. Get back here. And obviously I'm holding the gimbal with my phone. Raymond, what are you shooting with right now?
A couple things. Got your D810, 24-70. Little V1, ultra wide, 6.7-13.
I'm in the way. There we go.
Going back and forth between them.
So I actually had the 70-200 in my bag, along with the teleconverter and the D500. All of them were in the bag. And I was going to carry the D810 with the 24-70. Raymond was going to carry the ultra wide on the V1 because this is a steep climb. And all of a sudden, we're in the parking lot. I had just put the camera away. And all of a sudden, we hear coyotes or wolves. I'm not sure, one or the other. And there were a whole bunch of them. They were really loud. There was something going on way in the distance. I could see them way in the distance. I could just see them moving around. They were, grayish. And we were like, maybe we should have the 70-200 out. So I got it back out. And didn't see the doggies again, but yeah, that's where we are. Hiking. Well, guys, it happened. We saw a bear, and I got a bunch of pictures of him, and he was beautiful, and I'm crying. No, don't show him to me. It's gonna make me cry more. Okay, so here's the story. So we just finished. By the way, I had the D810 around my neck now, but I was carrying the D500 and the 70-200. When we first saw him, it was just the D500 and the 70-200, but then it seemed like he was kind of hanging around, and we have only one way to go. Yeah, well,
he was up a hill and we were on the trail.
But we really didn't have a whole lot of anywhere to go. So anyway, we thought, let's get the teleconverter on there just in case we see him again. And all of a sudden, he's just up ahead of us, like
on the trail,
right there.
Where the bear was.
And I look up, and he's crossing the road, right there. And so, and he stopped and he looked at us, and I was like, oh shit. Sorry if any of you are offended by cursing, but that's what I said in my head, because I don't want to have to use this bear spray that I have on my belt. And thank God we got the bear spray. But so
the friendly bicyclist also had bear spray.
Yeah, thank goodness. That was later. Well, yeah, he showed up at the same time. And so I just stood there because I know I'm supposed to stand my ground, and he started walking towards us.
Remember how I didn't stand my ground and just started walking away
you were supposed to walk. That's what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to walk behind me. That was our plan.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that on purpose, of course.
That was the plan. So
yeah, that was the plan the whole time. Those were my survival instincts kicking in. No.
Well, I started to back away kind of fast, and he kept walking towards us, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to hold my ground. And I remember saying, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take pictures of him or get my bear spray out. So I did both. I got my bear spray out and I took pictures of him. I didn't take the safety off my bear spray, but my thumb was literally on it, ready to flip it off. Anyway, I am definitely going to cry pretty soon. Mostly some because of adrenaline, but some because I just love animals so much, and I get so excited when I see something like that. They're beautiful. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to have myself a good cry on the way back to the car. And by the way, how funny that we saw the bear on the one paved trail that we've been on this trip. Anyway, did I mention we're on the trail of Lone Star Geyser at Yellowstone National Park? That's it, guys. Talk to you later. Day 5. Right?
I have day 4.
Wait, 4? Shoot, hold on, guys.
Call it Sunday.
It's official, it's day 5, but Raymond's not counting the first day because we weren't here a whole day. But I did talk to you guys on that day, and that was day 1. So today is day 5.
Maybe that was day 0.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Day 0. Oh, that could have been day 0. Oh well, it's not. Because today's day 5. Anyway. It's early. Actually, it's already 6:20.
Yeah.
That's terrible. We didn't get out.
We're terrible.
We didn't get on the road until like 5:30, I think, right? How did it take us an hour and a half to get out of the hotel room? I don't know. I didn't really pack up last night because, again, it was late when we fully got back. Anyway, this trip is not for sleep and relaxation. This trip is for a sort of relaxation, an active relaxation, and lots of pictures. Right, Raymond? And coffee. Look, we got these great little cups at the grocery store on the way into town. They're double-walled, insulated. And they have straws. I don't normally like to drink hot liquids out of straws, but it's kind of fun when it's a metal straw because it's warm. I'm having green tea. What are you having?
Coffee.
I can smell it. It smells so good. I've already had my oatmeal breakfast. First breakfast this morning in the car. Cold. Because, you know, when you're in a hotel room that has no microwave, you just make do with hot water from the sink. And I've got my special smoothie ready. You want to know what's in my smoothie? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm going to die right now. Oh wait, you need it there, huh? Oh, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so let me tell you what's in my smoothie. My smoothie has, we're just going to have to deal with the strobing overexposed light.
Ready.
Oh.
We have wildlife.
There might be wildlife up here. This is what I do. Ready?
That guy's got a nod.
I've got it ready.
Slow down constantly when he sees wildlife, though, in the middle of the road.
Well, not. I mean, if it's in the middle of the road, you should slow down, I think.
No, the wildlife isn't in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's true. The car in front of us has been in front of us for a long, long time, and he slows down a lot. But then we don't see anything when we get up to where he was.
Because he slows down till it goes away.
Mm. Oh well, we did already see a couple deer. So, here's an interesting thought. So I keep saying that we saw reindeer. I think they were just mule deer. They weren't moose. I think they were just mule deer, and I've never seen mule deer with antlers.
Just mule deer?
No, I mean, not just mule deer. I think
Mule
they were
deer
mule
are
deer.
very special.
And damn this light. Anyway, while I have a little bit of shade here, let me just jump to what we're doing today. Today we are headed to Mount Washburn. Yay! Oh, uh-oh. I think, I'm not really sure, there's a couple of different ways to get up the mountain. There's 2 popular ways. And I'm not I think we'll probably just do the one that's in the book that I have here. It's called Chittenden Pass, or Chittenden Road. There's Chittenden Road and Dunraven Pass. I think we're just going to do Chittenden Road. But apparently it's a Forest Service road, but it's not used all that much, so it is a hiking trail as well to get to the top. It's going to be quite steep. It's about 3.1 miles up, says my book. And I guess there's some bighorn sheep, some wildflowers, and some great views. And I feel like that's what we haven't gotten enough of on this trip, is some really great panoramic looking photos. What do you think? Like, we've gotten wide angle photos.
Try to make a right here.
Yes. Going to West Thumb. Well, towards West Thumb. We're not going to West Thumb. This is a long drive. This drive is like a couple hours, right? We think. We don't really know. Oh, dear.
Oh, hi.
Hello, pretty. Oh, he's so pretty. I love their white behinds. They're so cute. It's just so funny that they have this big white patch of fur on the behind.
I have a white behind.
You're great. Thanks for letting us know. What's that? Is that a fire or is that a geyser? Geyser. Look. Yeah, just, regular day at Yellowstone, driving by a geyser. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that's what we're doing. And you know what? Can we talk real quick about how we've been shooting? How have you been shooting on this trip, Raymond?
Comfortably? What do you mean?
How have your settings been? Like, have you had your camera set, or do you want me to start?
You start.
So I've been shooting mostly in manual mode, which is unusual for me. I like to shoot in aperture priority or shutter priority, but this trip has been a little bit different for a few reasons. One being that the contrasts are great in many of the situations that we're in, and I just need to take a little bit more control of what's going on with the camera. So sometimes I'm using auto ISO, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm shooting in fully manual. Sometimes I'm using auto ISO with exposure compensation. What that is all allowing me to do is to choose what kind of shutter speed I'm going to have, because I'm shooting wildlife, I'm shooting with a telephoto lens sometimes, I'm shooting sometimes even with the telephoto lens with the teleconverter. More about that in just a second. And I need to be picky about my shutter speed. But because of wanting to get a certain amount of the animal in focus, and having low light a lot of the time, and sometimes also using a teleconverter, I want to use a narrower aperture. The camera doesn't want to do that. If I use shutter priority, it doesn't want to allow me to use a narrower aperture. It always wants to open it up.
You can't set a minimum aperture in
like the auto
shutter
ISO
priority
settings.
Or in the auto ISO settings. You can set a minimum shutter speed.
Yeah.
But it would be we're essentially doing that by setting manual. I was going to say, that'd be interesting to be able to set a minimum aperture in the menu.
Yeah.
But if you're shooting manual in auto ISO, which I think some people think that's sacrilege, but like, shoot at Yellowstone all day, where 1 minute you're in the dark trees over there and the next minute you're in the sunlight, and that auto ISO is really helping you control exposure without having to constantly. You got your settings in, you got your 1/500th, you've got your f8, which is very handy for wildlife around here, 1/500th f8. And if the moose moves into the sunlight or back into the shadow, I don't want to have to constantly be setting ISO when I've got shutter speed and aperture exactly where I want them. That's where auto ISO in manual comes in extremely handy. You've just got to be careful if you min out on ISO, like lower than 64 on the D810, then you're going to be in overexposure. So you've got to keep an eye
on the exposure meter.
You got to keep an eye on the meter. In which case, the easiest thing to do is just go to a faster shutter speed, because that's just going to help you freeze, any motion even better.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So you've been shooting like I've been shooting?
Yes.
Okay.
And what I found myself doing is balancing the shutter speed going for the lowest shutter speed closest to 1/500th without the ISO getting too low. So I'll move the shutter speed up until I see the ISO go up, because we have both of them, we have it in the viewfinder, and then that's my optimum for there. So I'm effectively holding ISO, setting the shutter speed, knowing if the animal or whatever moves into the shadow, it's going to crank up the ISO for me, and I'm good. We've both devolved into this unusual way of shooting, but you've got to be so careful with unpredictable wildlife about both aperture and shutter speed, where you almost have to lock them in and let ISO take care of the rest.
Yeah. So there's that. And then let me reset my gimbal, because for some reason it's crooked. Hold on, guys. I don't know. Okay, now let's talk about the other ways that the camera has been set. I've been set to cloudy most of the time, white balance, because I want, and I think we both have been set to cloudy most of the time, right? Maybe a little bit of shade here and there. I think on like this, I don't know, one of the first days that we had sunshine, I used sunny for a couple of photos, just to get some of the colors to come out. Anyway, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. So, anyway, that white balance, because I want everything to be consistent. I don't want to use, that's one of the reasons I don't want to use auto white balance. When I go through the photos, it'll be much easier to make them all look like they were taken on the same day when they were taken on the same day. But if I were to use auto white balance, you never know exactly what you're gonna get. And then focusing, I've been using, it really depends. Sometimes I'll use single point autofocus and single servo, because I want to be able to like focus and recompose. That's really handy for like when we were shooting waterfalls yesterday, or flowers or landscapes, anything like that. But if there's wildlife around, I'm in continuous servo, and I was shooting single point autofocus, but then just because that's kind of my wheelhouse, that's what I do. But then Raymond was like, don't we have like, aren't there other modes? Aren't there other autofocus modes on this? And I'm like, oh yeah, there is. So we started shooting in dynamic area autofocus. I think with the lowest number of points available. Anyway, what that does is it lets you fudge a little bit where you're focusing. Basically, it'll focus on one of the areas around where you've got your focus point. So that helps when the animal might move a little bit. Anything else? Any other ways we've been setting? And by the way, I say we because we've been switching off with these cameras a lot. I'll carry the telephoto lens on the D500 for a while, and then Raymond will carry that, and I will carry the D810 with like the 24 to 70. The 17 to 55 DX lens has mostly been in my bag, but that's okay, because Raymond also has an ultra wide. Yay! And that's all that I can think of, at least for right now. It's raining again. We decided to come back. Well, we've been all over the place. Obviously, we told you earlier that we hiked Mount Washburn. We did. It was great. Snowy. My shoes are drying out, but still a little wet hours and hours later. But now, what have we done between then and now? I need to write this down.
Write it down.
Where's my paper?
Oh, no. Nuts.
It's in the back.
Nuts.
Hold on, guys. So I'm organizing. We didn't take any pictures in between the mountain and here, right? I don't think we did.
It's all a blur.
I don't think we did.
It's all a
What
blur.
time is it now? Can you tell me what time it is now?
No.
My watch is covered up. So is yours. It's 1:47. So we got here at like 1:15. So here's what I'm doing. I am taking notes about, I meant to bring a notebook and I forgot one, but I got this handy little, this handy little notebook and pen set. But I'm taking notes about what we're taking pictures of, so that when I go to put the book together, everything has the same time on it, sort of, because we didn't change the cameras, we didn't change their time zone, but the phones did update time zones. But anyway, this way I'll be able to go through each day and I'll know what the photos are. For example, this morning, deer near road near Jackson Lake, or deer near Lizard Creek, or Lewis River sunrise, so that we know what's going on, so that when I put the book together, I can take notes on what things are. I have a great memory for how things felt and looked at the time, but with so many places I was worried about, like, I would have had, like, even now looking at the photo, I don't remember what Lewis River looked like this morning. Yeah. Looking back at the photo, I'll remember the feeling I had, but I won't know. You agree?
Yeah, the places have distinguishing characteristics. It's just not always easy to distinguish those later on.
Yeah. So, oh my God, turn off the lights.
Behave.
So anyway, we were just at the north rim of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, looking at the lower falls. Now, we did this earlier this week. I think I filmed some of it, and it was snow. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. And it was super snowing, and it was awesome. It was awesome. But, we thought, oh, let's go back and see if we can get a different perspective on it. Maybe get some blue skies behind the falls. Well, we've gotten cloudy again. It's all overcast. And it actually started sprinkling when we were there, pretty much on and off the whole time we were there. But we weren't there all that long. We just went to the north rim this time, and we hiked down to the lower viewpoint, which is not like down at the river, but it's much lower. It's quite the climb. It's quite the descent and ascent, but it's real short. Anyway, that's what we're doing right now. Actually, I am headed, once we get gas here, we're headed to Fishing Bridge. Actually, one of you guys requested a photo of Fishing Bridge because you had taken one there many years ago. So we're going to go there and take some cool photos of Fishing Bridge. And then I need to go to Grant Village again. I've been there like a couple times. But I need to purchase something for my dad. In fact, it's one of these things. I got this. I have it wrapped around my wrist right now because I just took it off my neck and head. Let's see if I can get it off. I got one of these like tube things. It's like a tube thing. And you can use it as a scarf or a headband or an ear warmer or whatever. It's like a bandana type thing. Anyway, I really, really like it. And I'm going to get one for my dad for Father's Day. And then I think we're going to try to make our way back to the lodge because it's already getting late and we have to leave. We're going to leave early tomorrow, right? Like as early as we can? Well, actually, you know what? We talked about that because we were going to do that big hike in Mammoth.
Rain.
But yeah, it's supposed to rain, I think. And I don't know if it's worth it to like, I don't know. Then again, that whole like, whatever, Hayden Valley area.
It wouldn't be bad to get there like
incredible
before 10. But there's no need to.
Wouldn't it be neat to get a sunrise there?
It's cloudy. It'll be cloudy.
It might be raining.
Might be raining.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll play it by ear.
But I'm going to
Where
get all
did that
packed up
come
tonight.
from?
I don't know. Maybe like paying attention to your surroundings.
Like play the music by ear.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! Did everybody else in the world know that but me? I had no idea what
I
that
didn't
meant
know
until now,
that.
and then I stopped and I thought about it for 4 seconds and play it by. Oh, I'm listening to that music. Oh, let's play it by ear instead of reading the sheet music, instead of planning it out, instead of rehearsing it. Oh my gosh! I hope that's right.
Well, I don't play music, and I never.
Play it by ear. I never made that connection before in my life. Yellowstone.
Oh my God!
has
Sorry,
inspired
guys. I think I just had some
say that
pepper in
every
my
day.
throat. Yellowstone?
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
We'll play it by ear.
I'm doing something naughty,
Coca-Cola.
and I'm having a Coca-Cola. It's delicious. So yeah, that's the plan. And that's it. It's been a long day. Something that occurred to me today that was kind of funny was that my camera has been in cloudy white balance almost the entire time. like darn near the entire time. A little bit of shade, a little bit of
got everything back?
sunny. Yeah. But cloudy.
I know my sunglasses have been on my head the whole time.
I haven't even taken my sunglasses out. In fact, I meant to reapply sunscreen and I haven't. I did get a little sunburned, but I've been wearing my hat and sunscreen, so I think I'm more windburned than anything else.
I headed the right way, Fisherman's Bridge.
Did the sign say Fisherman's Bridge?
I don't know.
All right, well, I will. Oh, we saw a marmot today. We saw a couple marmots. It was really neat. Okay, yeah. Go straight. I think we're good. But I'll look at my map now. That's one thing, you guys. The Yellowstone app, the one that's actually made by the national parks, is actually pretty good. You can download all of the maps, and you have GPS on your phone, so it'll keep track of where you are, and you can find bathrooms and restaurants and some attractions. It doesn't really have trail information, which I kind of wish it did, but it doesn't. But it's really neat. There's one for Grand Teton as well, but I had a little bit of trouble getting that to download. But it seems like it's pretty good too. I just haven't spent a lot of time at Grand Teton. All right, friends, talk to you later. Day 6. Good morning. I mean, morning. Is it even still morning?
It is 10:21.
It's 10:21. And I mean, we've been on the road for a while. We've made some stops. There was a rainbow this morning.
Taste the rainbow.
It was beautiful. It was a rainbow over
I want
Jackson
snacks.
Lake in Grand Teton National Park. And so we stopped a couple times to take pictures of that. And we are on our way to Mammoth. And then out of the park, which is so sad. We've been here for a bunch of days. So today is what, Friday? Yeah, today's Friday. I have no idea. I have no concept of like actual days of the week right now.
Vacation time.
Yeah.
As opposed to real world time.
Real world time, like my days do get a little mixed up just because I work every day because, you know, I work for myself. So I just work every day. But yeah, vacation time, man. So, and just not being online very much.
We worked all day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working while I'm here, but it's just different. It's also a vacation for me. So, what are we doing? Okay, so we're going to make our way to Mammoth today. And we wanted to do a hike that was suggested by our new favorite park ranger. But it's been sprinkling on and off, and it's supposed to rain and have thunderstorms later today. And I think that probably going to a mountaintop is not a smart move. Yeah. Although I'm a little disappointed because our hike yesterday was really neat and it was difficult. And this one was going to be even more difficult. It was going to be about the same elevation increase in about a mile less. Was that right?
That'd be brutal, dude.
I think that was about right.
I'm whipping it out.
It would have been brutal, and it would have been, because yesterday's was tough. But I want to say this one may have started at a lower elevation than the other one, which would have made it a little bit easier. I don't know. That's neither here nor there because we're not doing it. Instead, we're just going to stop and make our way out there. I can't wait until we get to the Hayden Valley area because we've seen bison every single time that we've been out there, and I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. How much do I love them, Raymond?
A lot.
Yeah. I want to take one home.
Well, like those people, they took like a baby one.
No, that is not
Yes.
funny. That is not funny.
Dude,
and not okay. I am
you
not
only
serious.
live once.
I'm not going to actually take
You
one.
only have one chance in your life to steal a wild animal.
Oh my god, the little babies are so cute, like
got one.
bopping around. Like they're big animals still, but they're like just bopping around like it's nothing. I got some really cool pictures yesterday of a baby and its parent like walking in sync together. It was really neat. And what else?
You get a marmot.
Oh look, it's the Continental Divide again. Let's see if you guys can see this. There it is. And we're done. Apparently you can cross the Continental Divide 3 times on your way out of the park. We've passed it twice today. Today is an interesting day. It's kind of changing lighting situations, which is fun and is fun for the last day here. And do you have anything you're looking forward to today?
Reflecting on this wonderful trip.
Yeah? You want to reflect?
No, that's just what I'm looking forward to.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to reflecting.
Oh, when will you be reflecting?
This evening.
Yeah? All right. This evening in Bozeman. Tomorrow we leave early. I think the plane takes off at, actually I think it takes off not until like 7:25 or something, and we're like 5 minutes from the airport, so won't be that big of a deal.
It will be good.
You know, it must be the car that's making this thing all confused,
Yeah.
because every time we go around a corner and like it banks a little bit,
Yep.
the whole the whole setup is like okay, that's it guys. I'll I'll show you some more stuff later. It's over. Boo!
I'm not talking about it.
We left the park a little bit ago. It was raining again. Got all wet at the terraces at Mammoth Hot Springs. But now we're driving through beautiful Montana into Bozeman to stay the night because our flight takes off early tomorrow, which I may have already told you. Yeah, so sad. I did discover something great today, though. A little behind the scenes note. Oh no. I can't show you because it's too far away. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I have these little utensil kits. They are Sistema brand. Anyway, you can get this stuff at the grocery store now, it seems like. But they've got a fork. Hold on. Let's see if I can open it. There. It's a fork, a knife, sort of. It's like a little butter knife, a spoon, and then bases for them, like the handle. But then these two things over here also go onto the handles, and you have chopsticks, which is handy for me because I can eat a salad out of a gallon-sized Ziploc bag using chopsticks. Not so much with this dull fork. Anyway, what I discovered. My little Swiss Army knife here, this is what I normally have on my keychain, but I can't right now because I'm afraid I'll forget to take it off my keychain when I go to the airport, and I had to throw one of these away one time at the airport because I forgot to take it off. But I discovered that it fits in here. It fits right in here, and I can close it up. And then when I get home I wash this when I get home, and I'll be able to take it out. How nice, right? Made it. So Raymond, what was your favorite location on this trip? Do you have a favorite location?
I don't think I have a favorite.
Really?
The whole park.
I don't know that I have a favorite either. I want to say when I saw the bear, that was my favorite. But there were so many great moments and so many great places. I think we were talking just a minute ago, and I think that I could spend a month there, and I would be happy. I'd probably have to have a few days where I was resting because I am beat. But those little babies are gonna die. Darn cattle farms. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I could stay there for a month, and I could be completely entertained every single day by everything that is there. What about you? Same? What about you guys? Have you guys ever been to anywhere where you feel like you could just spend a significant amount of time there and be happy? Now, this is saying something because there is nearly no cell phone or Wi-Fi in Yellowstone and Grand Teton. So it's really saying something to say that I could spend that much time somewhere knowing that I wouldn't have access to the things that I play around with all day, every day. But if I have a camera in my hand, I could spend all day, every day. Right? Right. Okay. That's it, you guys. Raymond says bye. I say bye. Thank you guys for coming along behind the scenes on this grand expedition. And I can't wait for you guys to see all the photos and the video and everything when I get everything finally done and posted. And there's so many pictures, you guys. Thousands. Talk to you later.